Two peas
Two
in a
peas in a
bong.
bong.
Two peas in a bong. Two peas
Two
in a
peas in a
bong.
bong.
Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas.
Two peas
Two
in a
peas
bong.
in a bong.
All right, y'all. Two peas in the bong in the building again. It's your boy DP.
It's your boy KP.
And reporting live from the dungeon, it's your boy Bong. What's good?
Reporting live from the dungeon. Well, let's get into this discussion about a little bit of college basketball with this Mick Cronin situation and Steven Jamerson.
Mickey. We got old Mickey.
Yeah, man. So Jamerson ends up committing a hard foul late in the game where they're getting blown out.
Frustration.
Mm. One could call it that.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's trailing the play, and so to prevent a dunk, he commits a foul. I believe they ended up calling it a tech and a flagrant foul.
Yes.
But it wasn't the refs who threw him out the game, but his own coach Cronin decided that it was foul enough, flagrant enough to throw him out the game.
He ran a foul.
Man,
Uh,
thoughts, fellas?
The game is the game, man. The game
Shout
is the
out.
game.
Oh, my
Go ahead.
bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead, KP. Go ahead. You got it.
Shout out to Steven Jamerson. Steven Jamerson played with my oldest son at the University of San Diego. So I have seen Steven Jamerson around and spoke to him and spoke to his family. Um, he's an LA kid, Valley, but nonetheless, LA. So got that LA love for him. Steven Jamerson started out at Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
For some of the people that don't know, I remember talking to Steven about that before he got to San Diego. I think it was Steven and his dad. And they told me like he tried to walk on to Michigan State and uh I can't even think of Michigan State coach's name, man.
Izzo.
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 Yeah, Tom Izzo. Tom Izzo's like, nah, son. And so, after his first year at Michigan State, he then transferred to University of San Diego. He walked on at University of San
Hold
Diego.
on, hold on, hold on. You missing the detail in there.
What's up?
When he wasn't able to walk on, he, from what I saw in the tweet from one of his old coaches at his high school, was it Crespi where he went?
Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
Presby.
Okay. He tried to be the team manager and was also denied for that.
Yes.
So no walk on, no team manager.
We never discussed that part.
Okay. Yeah.
He it might have been that might have been disheartening at that point to be turned down from being the team manager. So yeah, that was never discussed. But I mean,
Okay.
shout out to him because you know he didn't stop. He earned a scholarship. At after walking on at San Diego, earned a scholarship the second year, and he parlayed that into a scholarship at UCLA, where he's in the same conference with Michigan State. So for him, I know it was like, I'm coming back for revenge and we about to run y'all.
Yeah.
It's about to be a storybook ending.
Summer
And
16.
it was they have another dude on the team from at UCLA that played for Michigan State. Lefty, big guy. What is his name? Out of Indianapolis. I told you, man, I'm getting worse and worse with names.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Lefty, UCLA. Can somebody look that up? 6'11", lefty.
Go ahead. I'll
All
figure it
American 2023. He's a junior right now. But anyhow, he played 2 years at Michigan State under Izzo, and it didn't work. His name is Xavier Booker. It just came back to me. So Xavier Booker. So you got two bigs that kind of got this bad blood with Michigan State. And yeah, unfortunately, it didn't end well for UCLA at Michigan State. And a couple days prior, they played Michigan, where they got their ass whooped by 30 at Michigan. So, it was just all around
So,
bad road
So
trip for him.
if you go ahead.
You said Booker was there and now he
He transferred. He's at UCLA now.
okay, got you.
Yeah.
So now you just said that they got their ass whooped by Michigan.
hmm
Then they turn around and get their ass whooped by Michigan State. The coach that's responsible for his team getting their ass whooped in back-to-back games, and I don't know what the fuck else they looking like this season. He's probably frustrated.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to preface it by saying that. Like, there's got to be some internal frustration. Every time you step on the court, you getting boot to ass. What the play looked like to me was what in the late 90s, early 2000s would have been considered a basketball play, right? He made a play on the ball. My man was in the air. And because he was in the air, when he came down, it looked worse than it was. But it's a basketball play. From the coach's point of view, it almost sounds like his thought process was, we're getting smoked by 30. Don't go out there and get somebody hurt in a game where we're already down by 30. But if you're a player on the court, probably trying to keep your position with the team, you're trying to, it's the
You don't give up
rivalry
on
with Michigan State aside.
Yeah.
You're on 1-year contracts with these schools now. Everybody's on a 1-year deal. So it's like, I'm playing to keep my roster spot. If I don't know what his eligibility is, because it sounds like you said he played
This is last year.
last year regardless. Okay.
Yeah, it's last year.
So, maybe just playing for personal pride. You plan to put, good film out there for maybe you're going to play overseas, or maybe, there's
Yeah.
something where, something that could potentially be beneficial for you in your future. For that to happen, of course, we're talking about two big dudes. Dude was tall as hell, the dude that he fouled. So he falls like a fucking giraffe. You know what I'm saying?
Carson Cooper is his name.
Yeah.
The center for Michigan State.
Looking awkward as hell. And then the coach basically emasculates you on the side. When he walked over to the coach, it looked like there was no malice on his face.
He's not that type of person.
He literally was walking over because the coach called him over, and he's like, "Yeah, what's up, coach?" Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to the bench and the coach is pointing your ass to the locker room.
Yeah, like Steven is a nice guy, man. Like off the court, on the court, he's not a dirty player. He's not a malicious player. He's very respectful. So
KP, his
Yeah.
face said it all. He did
Yeah.
not look angry. There
Yeah,
was no.
I mean,
He
it
had
was
a
a
look on his
a hard
face.
foul. It was a hard foul, man. I think that at the time the score was 77-50. To put some context on it, 77-50. They end up losing 82-59, right? So if this is probably what people would say is garbage time,
Right.
you know. Um, but you got to know, like, when you put players in at that point in time, people who don't normally get a bunch of time. I think Jamerson played like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
They're gonna be out there hustling,
Yeah.
trying to get to it, trying to show you something to say, hey, you need to play me more. Like, I'm out here trying, I'm giving, max effort. And I don't know, man. I thought the Cronin shit is it was excessive, dog. Over the top.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, it was a flex. And it's like, you embarrass this kid. Was it because you're embarrassed that you're not
Yeah.
coaching your squad up to a level where you feel you should have? You guys are getting smacked, and you are looking bad. Like,
Right.
so it's almost like you can't a frustrated I'm not married, so excuse me, fellas, but a frustrating husband with a nagging wife who doesn't want to yell at his wife, but then he goes and yells at his boy or something because he's taking it out on somebody else, right? It's like, Cronin, what you doing, dog? Like, too much.
I'm glad that you said that, the flex, because that was a flex of power. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna show that I got this under control. You ain't even gotta say nothing. Izzo, I got it.
Yeah, like,
Hit the
too much.
shower.
Right.
You sent him to the shower. Like, it wasn't like the NCAA was gonna investigate it and say, "Hey, we gotta suspend him. What kind of program are we running here at UCLA?" I don't, I don't think your program is in question from that standpoint. I think your character is,
Whose character? The
Cronin.
coach's characters
Yeah,
in question?
Yeah, Cronin.
Cronin is wild, man.
I
Cronin,
mean, he known as that hard nosed, tough guy, tough
there's a
coach who's
fine
not
line
no
between hard
nonsense.
nose
No,
and
I'm saying,
yeah,
but isn't that the talk? No nonsense
It's
and all of that
yeah,
type of stuff. Like,
yeah.
it's
doing too much,
it's
man.
it's entitled behavior, right? It's entitled behavior, and it reeks of somebody that knows that their time with UCLA is probably short, but they know that they'll catch another gig somewhere else with the same attitude, the same demeanor. I don't know if it was after that game or if some like the internet, the internet has a way of bringing up shit that when something comes to light, they'll bring up something else. So they shortly after that game, I think it was the next day, they posted interaction between him and a reporter after a game. I don't know if it was after that game, but the reporter asked him a question. Yeah, it was. It was after the Michigan State game because the reporter asked him something about the Michigan State student section, and Cronin responded like, "You think I give a damn about the Michigan State student section?" And then he was like, "That's the dumbest question I've ever heard." Right? So then, oh boy, is like, I think he said, Cronin tried to reiterate, like, you really think I give a damn about the Michigan State student section? And oh boy responds to him, and he said, "Hold on, did you just raise your voice at me?" I said, "Oh man, we might have had to catch the fade right there." Like, Cronin, you talking crazy to be an old white man. Like, I will split your skull right now. Like, what's wrong with you? Talking to me? He asked the dude who was talking at a regular level. Cronin's voice was actually higher than his. He asked the reporter if he was screaming, raising his voice at him like he was a kid. I said, "Oh, bro, you too comfortable. You too comfortable, man." And again, it sucks because society has gotten us to the point where we ask our players to go out there and be presidential. We ask our players to go out there and put on a good face. We ask our players to go out there and have great media training. These kids are range ages from 17 to 25 on average.
Let's go a little higher. Let's go 29.
No, yeah. But I'm saying, I'm talking about either college or the pros, right?
Yeah,
You
okay.
talk
Oh, okay. I got
teenagers, but like you said, most will age out by 29 at the
Yeah.
latest, right? Um, but then we have coaches who are in their 50s, in their 60s, and still don't know how to talk to the media, still can get up there with the worst attitudes possible, and we give them a pass consistently, but we're asking our athletes to go out there and be presidential when they get in front of the media and be buttoned up and say the right thing at all times. And it's bullshit.
Bong, they know how to talk to the media. They pick and they choose
Yeah.
when they want to sound a certain way and when they don't. Because you think about it, like even beyond the media, these coaches still have to recruit.
Mm-hmm.
So, they put on that sales pitch, and he's not talking like that in the recruitment meetings and when he's meeting families and everything. He's very presidential. He's very buttoned up.
Right.
Matter of fact, Cronin's naturally buttoned up because, I mean, he wears suits to every game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Double
Oh
breasted buttoned
shit.
up. But yeah, man. And so
That's funny.
without people knowing, his eligibility status, right?
Mhm.
You had a lot of people online on social media saying, if I was that kid's dad, I would walk into that locker room and tell that kid to put his name in the portal. So it doesn't work like you're right. Again, I don't know too much about him, what type of player he is, so on and so forth. But it really made me start to ask the question, like,
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
what? Oh, you
I'm
talking about
looking.
the Clipper game?
You said what?
The Clipper game?
No, no, no. I'm looking. There's something about to be posted. And it caught my attention. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. So shit, might as well just so this is the Sports Illustrated post right here.
Mhm.
Well, this is on Sports Illustrated's page.
Okay.
So this is Ryan Moore's tweet. So lost in the Mick Cronin drama from last night. Stephen Jamerson tried to walk on at Michigan State and was told no. So he asked to be a student manager and was told no. The kid worked his tail off to play at USD, eventually transferring to UCLA. Mick owed the kid more respect than that back at a place that holds those hard memories for Stephen.
Yeah,
Stephen works out in our gym, his alma mater, all summer. He's always polite, always says please and thank you, always has time for our current players, always has a smile on his face. Steven may not ever see this, but I hope he knows all of Crespi loves him and supports him. He'll do the right thing and handle this with grace and class because that is who he is. He will be the adult in the situation when his coach has failed him. So,
that's real.
Yeah,
Like
I saw that. I saw
knowing
that tweet.
Stephen, this isn't even a stretch in terms of talking about his personality. And just to, take it a step further, talking about his maturity, Stephen is one in an era of children reclassing. Stephen is a child that graduated a year early at 17.
Mm.
So even when he graduated high school at 17, so that's more context. He went to Michigan State at 17. And that's why he was trying. Now it makes more sense as to why he would try to be a student manager, just being around the guys and maturing
Yeah.
and getting stronger and everything else, and then having a chance to eventually be a walk on for that program.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't cheat the game, but
no.
his coach cheated. Seems like his coach cheated him. That's just my, looking at it from my vantage point. But what I was saying was, so obviously social media, now things happen. Social media reacts in real time, so you don't really have a chance to digest it, sit with it, before you start getting hot takes. So it kind of like made me think about the relationship between coaches and students, or athletes, student athletes, sorry, especially with NIL being so prevalent, right? Because this is one aspect of a coach athlete relationship, but there have been plenty times where it's the flip side, where you got a NIL athlete making X amount of dollars, and he can basically talk to the coach the same way Cronin just talked to that young man. You feel what I'm saying? So
and maybe that's more of a real example in this situation versus the husband wife joint I gave earlier. Maybe it is that your players, NIL players, are coming at you with funky ass attitudes, and they're getting the bread, so you're expected to play them. You
yeah,
guys have
Yeah.
invested in these players, you're expected to play them, and maybe you ain't going off on them, but you're going off on this kid who,
right.
you're
It's the low
however you
hanging
want to
fruit.
put it, yeah,
It's the
however
low
you want to
hanging
put
fruit.
it, you
Mhm.
directing your energy in the wrong direction. You sending it in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
But my bad, Bong. Go ahead.
No. That's so again, and that could easily be what it is. Like, hey, I can't get at the $3 million guy who's over there loafing, who may have been loafing on the same play, right?
Who the turnover it didn't get back.
Right, who didn't get back, and he got his hands up at half court screaming at the ref. But what I can do is get at this dude, right? Like, what I'm saying? He's the kid who takes the beating after mom and dad get into the argument.
So what happens? What happens if Jamerson just stands and watches him go score the dunk?
Then he gets yanked.
Just
Yeah.
just runs slow and lets him dunk the ball.
He gets
Does he
yanked.
He
yank but
gets
not
chewed
yank but
out.
not tossed, but probably chewed out and
Right.
brought up in film session or something, right?
Yeah.
Lack of effort and all this stuff. So
And
it's like a lose-lose situation, right? What you want the kid to do.
The
zero
poster boy
game.
of effortless.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Pulling up all his clips.
I mean, that's the kind of kids you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pulled up, and I saw that post on Twitter a few days ago. That's somebody from his alma mater, his high school alma mater, speaking highly of him. We got KP right here saying the exact same thing. You look at the kid's demeanor on the court, even as the coach is doing some bullshit and calling him over, he's still bushy tailed, bright eyed, going over to the coach, like, yes, coach, what do you want? What do you need from me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he was blindsided when it happened. Those are the kind of players you want in the program.
I
Those are the
mean, and
staples.
even it go further, because even don't stop there. Even when Cronin tossed him, he didn't say
Walked off.
shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just walked
He
off.
just
Yeah.
Accepted his fate.
he ran off. Like, that shows you he has respect for his coach. It
Absolutely.
wasn't something where he was maliciously trying to disrespect the game and disrespect his coach and be this hack that's just out there trying to hurt motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
just a bad call by the ref in Cronin. Like, terrible call, Cronin.
The ref looking at him like, I didn't see it that way, but
Yeah, even Izzo was like, I guess he elevated that to a flagrant 1 or 2 or whatever the fuck. Like,
that's
this,
that's crazy, man. And it's sad. I would just hope that behind closed doors, he went to that young man and apologized. But
shit.
he didn't.
That's Mick Cronin, man.
He didn't.
Mick Cronin gives no fucks.
And
Okay, well.
if we're keeping with the parent theme, after your parent then probably did you wrong in some way, shape, or form, and like, man, what you want for dinner? It's like, oh, that's the apology.
Shit, it used to be that after that ass whooping is, I did this because I love you, right?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Hey, man, the most he probably did, man, was got the seat by the emergency exit, so he had the leg room. on the
Yeah.
airplane back. That
Yeah.
was about it, dog.
Well, how I'll say, at least it happened. This is something that happened in the light. You can't sweep it under the rug. So as Bong was saying a minute ago, like you're, even if it's the public, you know, court of the public or whatever you want to call it, now you're getting the judgment real time.
Hmm.
And it's almost like, if we talking about NIL and all these things that happen, like where episodes ago we were talking about Uncle Luke talking about coaches who release these players and you never know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things that you do, sometimes they don't come to light. This was under the bright lights. And just as a player does things and they're like, oh, well, he made a decision and made a mistake and all of that stuff. Like coaches, I would say coaches make mistakes too and all of that stuff. It's just, you are supposed to be the one that's leading the young men and helping them when they make their mishaps and mistakes or whatever the case may be, not the one who's belittling him almost to an extent, embarrassing, belittling. It was just bad to me the way I saw it. Like I ain't
And
fucking with it, man.
the way that Steven is, man, Steven is gonna forgive him, and Steven is gonna continue to work hard and practice, and he's waiting on his next opportunity to get in the game and play. That's the way Steven is.
Yeah,
Steven,
but is he gonna not foul a motherfucker now because he got
no, no, no.
pulled out in this game? Like,
I think he's
man,
still gonna do that. I think he's still gonna do that, but he's gonna. I think he's gonna play even harder. Steven is the type of player, man. He's the type of big. He don't even demand the ball offensively. He'll set hard picks. He'll go get it off the glass. Like he's gonna continue to do that, man.
man, just
That's a
don't
test. That's just
talk
who he
that
is.
shit. Any coach that's out there that agrees or supports what Cronin did or whatever, don't talk that shit about your team or your guys being soft and all that shit. I don't ever say it again. Don't say no shit about players being soft and
Yeah,
all that stuff. Like, nah, nobody want to hear that shit.
my
It's
biggest
one
thing
way or the
is
other, man.
my fault.
No, I'm just saying everybody talks about the game going soft and this and that, and nobody's tough and all of that shit. And then what does this say?
I
Fuck we
just
doing?
I feel like as coaches, man, we still gotta. There still has to be a humanistic element to this. You have to treat people the way you want to be treated, or the way you would want your child to be treated. Would you want someone to do your child like that?
Yeah.
Like there's no way these coaches would be content or would co-sign with other coaches treating their children the way that they treat these children.
It wasn't even a hard, like, out of line type of foul. It's not like he went and elbowed the motherfucker or socked him in his jaw or some shit like that.
No. Here's the funny thing. In today's society, thankfully, because things happen on that level, it allowed the young man to show his character, his, what I'm saying, like who he was, his personality, so on and so forth. That may open doors and opportunities for him,
And hopefully it does.
different setting, just because somebody comes and recognizes, because that's the gift and the curse of social media, right? Everything happens in real time, so people will come to your defense in real time. You can garner support in real time. It's like, everything happens real quick. It comes and it goes, though, right? Motherfuckers
Yeah,
is quick to love you and support you and show you love as the underdog, right? And in this case, he was the underdog. You know, at some point in time, that support that he garnered may create success that will make him hated by the same people that put him on that pedestal. Like, man, this nigga's a sucker.
Yeah.
Damn, man, y'all put
Just
me on.
hey,
I'm saying,
just like they may agree with what we saying on one episode, and then the next episode think we three idiots and
Oh, yeah,
buffoons talk like, you
they be
know.
talking crazy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
That dude in the middle is a fucking idiot.
but you know what though? It's like it's almost like when we step into this territory and we decide, okay, we're gonna have a show or we're gonna have a podcast, whatever. When we get on here and give our opinions, you know that somebody might come back and say that's some bullshit. Like
Yeah.
you're
You open
knowingly putting,
yourself up.
yeah, you're knowingly putting yourself out there publicly, and you have to be okay with whatever comes with the territory, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just gotta ignore some shit. Sometimes you choose to address some shit. Like as a coach and as a player, you know, you're there in real time. You're making decisions on the fly. Stuff happens that you react to, and people are gonna talk about it. As a coach, your decisions will be criticized.
Yeah.
But you know, when you do great things, you get the praise. You know, when you do not so great things, you get the criticism. You know, so I ain't got no sympathy for
Yeah.
Cronin in this situation. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just, I would just hope that at some point in time he would carry a lot of favor if he just came out and actually took ownership in what happened between him. Even if he said, you know what, you don't even have to. The beautiful thing about apologizing nowadays is you ain't even got to come full apology.
It's indirect.
Yeah, you can do it indirect. You can say, you know what, looking back at the tape, I may have, took it a step too far. And that's an apology, basically. And you not really even apologizing. We not ask you to come out and say, you know what, I fucked up. That's bad. That's my bad. I apologize to the young man for what I did. All you got to do is just come out and take 10% ownership in what happened. Like, damn, you know what? I think being blown out by 30 at the time, I may have overreacted a little bit.
Oh, that's too much. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
First thing I said probably is where it stops. That's
Yeah.
that's the end of the road, right?
We didn't we just had a bad trip in Michigan, man. We just I have to keep challenging their manhood. Like that's the kind of yeah. But to apologize, Cronin, no.
But
And my guy played for Cronin when he was at Cincinnati many, many years ago, early 2000s. So it's like, nah, this has always been Cronin.
but it's coaches like that create and keep the relationship between players and coaches, especially in the NIL era, at arm's distance. Like, don't tell me it's family. Don't tell me you care, but then like your actions say otherwise. Now you make it about, now it's transactional. When I come to school, I'm really just reporting the work. You know what I'm saying? I clock in, I do what I got to do. I make my money. I go cash my check. You know what I'm saying? And I get on. But there's been so much conversation about. I think it was Michael Irvin that, and probably a few other players that said, "Oh man, like this NIL thing and kids bouncing from school to school, so on and so forth, is like killing the game because you don't really get to build anything." It's like, that might be the new thing.
That's the game. It's
Yeah,
nothing illegal about it.
and the first thing people talk about nowadays is messing up you messing up your money and your opportunity and all of that stuff. They don't even really speak about the game first. A lot of people, I'm not saying that this is all people, but a lot of people, they don't speak about the game first. They speak about NIL deals and monies and kids
Yeah.
doing things publicly that may have screwed up dropped the bag and all of that kind of stuff. Like, okay, well, then if we talking now, we talking like it's just a business. So then they need to be able to make business moves. And
Absolutely.
if some shit ain't working out, like, and they want to go somewhere else, coaches do it all day long. Like this goes into a way bigger discussion if we start pulling back all these layers of NIL and kids leaving and all this other kind of stuff. Like college basketball is different than it was. KP, you just mentioned something early 2000s, and
Yeah.
Cronin was in the game in the early 2000s. Like it's a different day and time, right? So
Absolutely.
Say this shit bigger than Nino Brown, huh?
It
it
is.
is.
And one thing that they track players that hit the portal, they track head coaches because of the coaching carousel, but they don't track how many assistant coaches leave from one program to another each year. So you think about the assistant coaches that have relationships with the players because
Yeah.
they're the ones assigned to the players. They're training the players. They're working out with the players. And then all of a sudden, that assistant coach bounces. And now you're stuck with no support, no nothing. Like that happens so much more than people ever track and really talk about.
Yeah. I have no problem with kids being able to decide they're taking their talents to South Beach.
Yeah.
So
It's a crapshoot.
it is. Some of them,
Yeah.
but that again, if it starts being that type of deal or game, whatever you want to tab it, you have to be careful with the decisions you make because all jumping in the portal is not gold.
No.
You are leaving an opportunity and possibly not picking up another one.
Yes.
So it's a lot that goes into it. It's just I just think it gives you the ability to maneuver, which was not even something you could speak of in the early 2000s and all of that type of shit. Like it's
Maneuverability.
yeah, you got
we
I'm
have,
good with it.
we have been the recipient of pyrite on many occasions messing with that portal. Straight pyrite in hand, not gold.
Y'all crossed so they could walk.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's a lot of athletes out there. My boy Tweez played baseball for SC. He said he want reparations, man. He said he want reparations. All the old athletes that was, you know what I'm saying, that was basically having to either get paid under the table, getting vilified for getting paid under the table, while the schools make billions on the backs of players.
Mm-hmm.
They deserve reparations, man. So, you know, maybe one day after black folks get their 40 acres and a mule, student athletes who played the game from, you know, what's how's lawsuits go? Were you a student athlete between the years of 1981 and
The class action joints. Hey,
yeah,
those will come before the 40 acres and the mule.
absolutely,
The 40 acres and the mule will be last on the list.
Nah, that's
absolutely.
the 40 acres and mule is never coming, man.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
Anyways, man, that was a cool little conversation. KP, I see you get your shit off. You dig.
Yeah, you go and do that shit right now because you ain't gonna get too many more opportunities.
You right.
This is your NIL
Man, I think
you jumping in the portal right
fireworks
now with
going.
the
So,
balloons.
anyways, man, appreciate y'all tapping in.
Dairy delivery force. You coming in late, dairy delivery force. We about to get up out of here, but
What he saying?
rock with us. I can't even tell what that is.
Mule?
Look like lemonade, something. But appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. We'll holla at y'all on
My bad.
Sunday.
Yeah, Scotty Boy was in the building too. Was good, Scotty Boy, and
I
Alf.
saw Scotty Boy. Yeah, that was funny,
Alf
man.
was in here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but shout out to Alf. Shout out to Scotty Boy.
Clippers still winning. Clippers came and won that Denver game by a point.
Man,
Call the FBI ASAP.
man, get them niggas out of here. Hey man, I did say that they would be. I know we're not gonna go into it, but I
You said they're gonna be a play-in team.
I said they'd be a playing team, and I said in about 10 games, I don't know how many they actually played after I said it, but I said in about 10 games they would be 500. They're 27 and 28 right now.
Bro,
Oh,
I was telling somebody how bad was the Clippers' record that they've been haven't lost in like 2 months and they still under 500.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad,
hey
man.
man, they started off bad when they lost to Utah in the beginning of the season.
It was bad, man.
Like you didn't Utah. I think Utah beat them at home. I want to
They're the
say,
hottest team in the NBA.
Hey
and
man,
still
what's
on the
going
wrong
on is
side,
is
500.
Kawhi Leonard is has been balling, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a crazy night tonight. He had 23 tonight, but yeah,
Steve
he's been
Ballmer
on the
told
tear.
him, don't worry about the allegations. I'll take that on the chin. Just go out there and hoop, man.
He
And the
taking a
checks are
page out
still
of
going to
he
come.
taking a page out of Kobe's book from
Yeah.
Colorado. Like, wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
But he may not be there
And
next
Steve
year.
Ballmer told him the checks will still come. Don't worry. We'll find another way to funnel it your way. Don't
Yeah.
worry about shit.
Hey, and Pablo Torre is gonna find that shit out too. The
he,
boogeyman.
he made that his life's goal
He ain't stopping.
to
And
take
to
down the
it,
Clippers.
but you know what though? It's almost he's almost in a position to where it's like his integrity is in question as a journalist
Yeah.
because he's put these things out there and people are like, oh, like where's the proof and all that. Like, so he's like, nah, y'all not gonna make me look like a fool. Like, I'm gonna keep showing y'all this shit is legit.
And you know that the NBA has probably gone through some kind of back channels to beg him to let it go. But they can't do it directly because Pablo will come out and splash their ass.
Yeah. So the NBA contacted me on this next episode. And I want you to grab that manila folder right there. Read that first quote
Read who it's
when we
from.
come back.
Pablo, like, I'm coming for everybody because the NBA is trying to make this thing go away as quiet as possible. But Pablo will not let it go.
Hey man, Mark Cuban tried to come in and check his temperature, and Mark Cuban found out, oh, he's for
Yeah.
real.
He's like, I'm out.
It,
What do you say? What do you say on the what's that show that he's on?
Shark Tank.
For that reason, I'm out.
Because you know they're not going the NBA is not gonna sever ties with Ballmer.
No.
Like
No.
they, for their
Worth too much
growth,
money.
they need like owners like him on
Yeah.
board. You know what I mean?
He's
So it's
invested in the stadium.
yeah, like come
He's
on.
invested in the city and the fan base.
Right.
Like a owner that flies fans out to the opposing
And yeah.
the opposing team's playoff game so
Yeah.
that they can come and support the team. Like I
Yeah,
worked with
man.
somebody that was on that
That went
Like,
to
yeah,
okay,
dang.
that's cool.
super fan. Like they do the whole they go
They run the
stay-
wall and shit in the
Yeah.
into it dome.
Yeah. And they said it was super dope and that they paid, I think they got him lunch or something, like food and everything. Like they took care of him. The Clippers really took care of him. So it feels like he's fresh air for that organization that was, that everybody remembers them for what's my man name that had the black mistress that was talking about Magic Johnson and shit.
Sterling. Hey, listen.
Big
I really believe, out of listen, and this is allegedly. I'm not saying this is facts, but you can't tell me otherwise. I remember I called on this sign about this. It was an apartment building.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was calling for because I did, inspections and all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't even calling for like trying to rent a spot or anything. But the dude who answered was just an old, grimy. You could tell it was an old, grimy white dude.
Oh,
And he was like, "What are you calling for?" And then I was trying to explain, and he said, "You probably don't even have the money to afford it." Right? I was
Think that
like,
was Donald?
"Is this?" I'm like, "Is this Donald Sterling?"
Oh no.
Motherfucker hung up.
Oh
I
my
have a
God.
chance to ask.
Wow. Dude takes his own phone calls.
Oh,
Yeah, the
shit.
cost.
Oh man.
Penny pinching billionaire.
Uh,
That's some shit. But
I ain't saying it was Donald, y'all,
could have
but
been.
it could have been.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
the apartment complex was allegedly owned by
Yes.
Allegedly.
I think I looked it up.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Oh man.
That nigga he was screening. He was doing a background check.
You probably don't have the money to afford it anyway. Oh shit.
hey man, think it back. You heard him talking about you heard him talking with the mistress. Did the voice
Hey
sound
man. Hey, I gotta go back and look at all of that old shit.
Piece that shit back together. It might have been.
Yeah.
Donald ain't shit, man. Was on there really talking about Magic had AIDS.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Never
Well,
has.
they got him up out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he got
did.
paid too.
Well,
No, he
listen,
did.
they paid him
Right. Exactly.
handsomely
Exactly.
to get up out of there.
They telling Pablo, see what we did for him? We can do that for you. We just need
Pablo
you.
is like, nah.
Pablo like, I got a little money.
They gonna lead him into the wrong room like Goodfellas.
Right. Hey,
Like, nah.
You best believe he done probably got some
death threats.
threats and all that.
Somebody hit him up on Twitter. I think they said it couldn't have been me, because if it was me, Pablo wouldn't have made it out of LA for All-Star Weekend. And Pablo replied to him, said some slick shit. Like, Pablo, no. He like, no. I'm gonna be as public as possible, because now if anything happens to
They
me,
gonna trace your ass and figure out who sent this
they will
tweet and all that shit.
They will know that it came from something, either NBA
Yeah.
or, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of internet now.
That's why I'll be wondering, like why do people do certain shit? Like, why do you think you could pull shit off nowadays with all the things that can trace back to you?
The phones.
I'm gonna turn my phone on airplane mode.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, man.
The world is full of the world's dumbest criminals.
The world is filled with pimps and hoes. We'll just talk about those I know. Everybody.
Carl Thomas was singing.
Everybody. The world is mine. Can't you see? I'm just trying to be all I can be.
Yeah.
Go on, Carl.
Oh shit. All right, man.
Anywho, we'll holler at y'all.
We out. 2 peas in the bong.